But pray the will of God in your life. Pray the will of God in your church. Knowing what God wants us to intercede for. When you do that, then you will see a breakthrough. Am I making sense? When you see that, then you will make. Don't get inspired by somebody else. Somebody is doing ministry like this, I will do exactly that way. Somebody is doing a crusade, I will do a crusade. No. Somebody is building a church, I will build a church. No. If your church is in your home and it is growing, let it grow. That's the model that God has called you for. Or, for example, my church. You know where my church is? Online. 10,000 people watch my videos in a monthly basis. That means I have a reach of more than 10,000 people in almost 20 nations. Because my ministry is, now I'm doing ministry and I'm growing. It doesn't mean that God has called you to do an online ministry. No. If God has called you for those three people is your ministry. And He will reward you for the three people. Don't ever think that the magnitude of your ministry is your calling. I want to repeat. The magnitude of your ministry is not your calling. Your calling has nothing to do with the magnitude of your ministry. If you are ministering only to your children and not any outsider, that is your ministry. You are the pastor for your children. That's it. It's a very important thing to know. We see so many people, and in the YouTube, the preacher is preaching and there are thousands of hands waving around, and the lights, the big screens at the back. I understand there is a temptation. I stand on big stages, big screens at my back, but I'm seen at the big crusades of thousands. And other people come to me, pastors, and they ask me, how did you reach to that success? We want that success. If we can get 10% of what you're doing, we will be highly blessed. I say, beta, don't focus on me. You're doing a greater job than me. And God is very happy with what you're giving Him and what you're offering to Him. Your sacrifices, your sleepless nights, your prayer, your anguish before you go to bed. What I can do for God more. That heart, let that heart be like that. Don't dissolve that pain. The day when it is dissolved and when you will be satisfied, everything is over. This is the turning of the tables. Let it be like that.